Good evening, everybody, and welcome here to the Oreo Open to find out the 5 drivers that will race their way into the WRA Oreo Cup Series All-Star Race for 2025. Tyler Anderson on the pole, Eric Sadler, Lena Ritchie, and Brooke Packett in row number 2. You'll look at the rest of the lineup, including the drivers that race their way into the Open via the Open Go or Go Home qualifying, as we're going to get these cars rolling off onto the track. We'll have the Oreo All-Star Race tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we are going to have Go or Go Home qualifying at Charlotte next week as we prepare for our 14th race of the season, which will be the chase for the championship. Get in the car. Which one? Yeah. And we've been like, welcome to the doors. Open. One with the doors. I'm just going this away. Cars going through 3 and 4, getting ready to take the green. 20 laps of racing here tonight. These cars off, getting ready to go racing for 20 laps. Who will be in the All-Star race? And who will have to wait until next week's Coach 600? Green flags in the air. We're racing here at Charlotte. Alina Ritchie going to lead the first lap. Top 5 will transfer into the All-Star race that you will see tomorrow at 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, it's the Batmobile. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. We're Christian Bale. Yeah.
Lena Ritchie currently the leader. Dylan Ibrahimian in second. There's Josh Harmon in third. Leo Hill. Tyler Anderson now in the final transfer spot. So now on lap number 4 of 20.
Oh, yeah, sure. No. No, I'm there at the workshop. Oh, yeah. The rest workshop. I think I did one too. I did it what did I do mine at? I feel that on the shirt too. Somebody laughed at me.
Lena Ritchie still your race leader. Now Dylan Ibrahimian now in the final transfer spot to make the All-Star race. Everybody else that is not in the All-Star race will be going home, and we'll see him next week for the 600. That will be next Wednesday. We'll have Go or Go Home qualifying at 3 p.m. at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then we'll go under lights racing at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for race number 14 of the season. And then the following week after Charlotte, we're heading to a track that's going to be called Into the Unknowns, Albuquerque. It'll be a short track, our 15th race of the season from New Mexico.
Let's go. And the color is yellow.
As Alina Ritchie currently the race leader, Leo Hill now in second. Kyler Anderson, Jared Johnson, and now Annika Ritchie into the final transfer spot. As we're approaching the midway point of tonight's Oreo Open. That is, by the way, your motorsports calendar. Of course, before that, we have the season finale for the Red Bull GT Series drivers. Coming to you from Phoenix International Raceway.
What is it?
Of course, the season finale will be at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Red Bull GT Series season finale. The Albuquerque race will now be on Mondays for the remainder of the season. Speaking of Phoenix, we will be going to Phoenix for Busch and Winston Cup racing coming your way. Hope you'll tune in for those. Caution's out. Andy Crenshaw in the final transfer spot, but the caution is out for the first time tonight. And Kyler Anderson will lead us back to our first yellow of the evening. Now, Lena Ritchie in the final transfer spot. Let's see what caused this yellow. Betty Johnson's torn up. A lot of damage to the front end of the Mobile One Toyota Camry SXE. Shyla Askarov, Kelsey Higdon, Courtney Lynn. And Kelsey Higdon just wrecked herself into the wall. Looked like broke the steering on there. Maybe William Davis was collected in whatever this incident is. Caution's out for the first time today with less than 10 to go. Let's jump back, look at the replay to find out what happened. Here's what happened. Shyla Askarov was 3 wide with William Davis and Gacha Racing. And looks like, I don't know if William Davis came up or Shyla came down. Whatever the result, there was contact and they sent the two of them around and collected the 81. There's Courtney Lynn getting involved. Got shoved in the wall. I think that was by Alexander Dawson, maybe. Jesse Art got a piece of the Alloy Chevrolet. There's where Kelsey Higdon, and she's going to pancake the left side of her Rev Racing Chevy Camaro. Chase Brooks got a small piece of it, and then there's where Kelsey Higdon gets involved, gets rear-ended by the Mobile One Toyota Camry SXE of Betty Johnson. As you see, Chase Brooks got a hood buckle on his Busch Light Chevy Camaro. And that's what brought out the caution for the first time tonight. And unfortunately, we're going to have some drivers out of the race after this incident. So, tough break for them. And I believe they're going to have to go to a backup car for those drivers that were involved. Because remember, if you wreck your primary car during All-Star Weekend, you will have to go to a backup car for next week's Coke 600. So the yellow's out for the first time today. Let's jump to the restart here at Charlotte. We'll have 4 laps of racing to go. Next time by, we cross the line. Kyler Anderson is the leader. Leo Hill. Leo Hill in second. Excuse me there. Excuse me. Jared Johnson third. Annie Crenshaw fourth. Alina Ritchie fifth. She holds the final transfer spot. William Ayers sixth. Annika Ritchie seventh. Ian Griffin eighth. Samanoska ninth. And Josh Harmon will complete your top 10. Drivers out after that incident. 2 drivers for right now. They are Kelsey Higdon and Betty Johnson. And Eric Sadler has also taken his car back behind the wall with an engine failure. So Eric Sadler will be changing engines for the Coke 600 next week. I did up and got another car blown up. That's the 31 of Annika Ritchie, running in the 7th position. That was the same place where Eric Sadler was running at the time of this. So moved Dalton Jacobs now into the top 10 as a result. As we're coming to 4 laps of racing to go, so Eric Sadler's out of the race now. Courtney Lynn and Shyla Ascroft are now 1 lap down, so they're not going to make the All-Star race. Tough break for them. 4 laps to go here at Charlotte. Green flag back in the air. We have 26 cars now on the lead lap, 28. A header issue for Annika Ritchie, so that will take her back behind the wall. So both Collie cars will not make the All-Star race. That's a tough break for them. As Kyler Anderson, currently the race leader. William Ayers now in the 4th. And Lena Ritchie, now owns the final transfer spot over Jared Johnson. As Jared Johnson trying to get in there, as here comes Annie Crenshaw. Right now, Leo Hill has the final transfer spot. We're down to 2 laps of racing to go here tonight.
Okay, my turn. 4. 4 Oreo. Green.
William Ayers moves Annie Crenshaw up the track. White flag is in the air. Over lap to go. That was the finish. Annie Crenshaw would have beat William Ayers by 1/1000th of a second. Right now, Leo Hill last time scored in the final transfer spot.
Yeah, I did.
As William Ayers rounding towards 3 and 4, he is going to win the Oreo Open to transfer into the All-Star race. So will Lena Ritchie, so will Annie Crenshaw, Jared Johnson's in, and Kyler Anderson got the final transfer spot into this season's All-Star race. Well done to those drivers. Unfortunately, the drivers who will not make the All-Star race, and we'll see them next week, will be Leo Hill, Jalisi Kuzman, Evan Ritchie, Josh Harmon, Salman Oskin, who completed the top 10. Ian Dunham, Maddie Crenshaw, Brooke Packett, Ian Griffith, Sean Art, Bradley Ream, Dalton Jacobs, Alexander Dawson, Zachary Fitzwater, Jillian Black, Dylan Ibrahimian, Jesse Art, William Davis, Gator Racing, Chase Brooks, who finished the last car on the lead lap, Courtney Lynn, Shyla Ascroft, who finished 1 lap down. She'll look on down through the rest of the finishing results. And then Annika Ritchie, Eric Sadler out of the race due to mechanical failures. They won't be in the All-Star race, and neither will Kelsey Higdon and Betty Johnson after they were involved in our only caution. So those 2 will more than likely go to a backup car for the Coke 600, whereas Shyla Ascroft, they will repair her car, so that way she does not have to go to a backup car for the Coke 600s. But that is going to do it for the Oreo Open. If you enjoyed tonight's Oreo Open, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and become part of the Blue Hedgehog crew today, the PCS Run crew today. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the All-Star Race. Until then, I've been Dean Evil signing off, saying good night from Charlotte, and thank you for watching another broadcast of the WRA, World Racing Association, on the PCS Race Sports and Gaming channel, celebrating 15 years as the best at racing around the world since 2017.